Shoshimin, How to Become Ordinary, Episode 1. The first episode of the show opens with Kabato Jagoro, our male protagonist, exploring the grounds of Funato High School. His female friend Yukio Sanai texts him to inquire as to his whereabouts. Kabato asks Yuki if he was accepted into Funato High School after spotting him by a sign. The former claims that he did and finds out that Yuki was also admitted. Yuki proposes that they go somewhere to celebrate their accomplishments together. Next, Kingo, Kabato's former classmate, gives him a greeting. After Kingo verifies his acceptance to Funato High School, Kabato presents him to Yuki. He affirms that he has known Yuki since middle school and Kabato since elementary school. Next, Yuki and Kabato go to a restaurant. They talk about Yuki's love of candy and her worries for Kingo. Kabato claims that although Kingo isn't your typical person, he nevertheless makes lovely promises to her. Afterwards, the two talk about Alice, a store that offers strawberry tarts. Yuki wants to go to Alice with Kabato because they are having a discount on strawberry tarts. The former claims that when she last saw Alice, her favorite dessert wasn't available. Although Kabato is game, Kingo phones him and for assistance. Although Yuki is upset, she says she will wait. Meets Kabato with Kingo and his pals. Kingo requests that he locate Yashiguchi, a female student, as her pocketbook has been taken. After Yashiguchi gives further information about her pochette, Kingo leaves with his pals in search of it. While he and the others are going to search different floors, he asks Kabato to examine the second story. Kabato requests that Yashiguchi look around the areas of the school reserved for females. We shift our attention to Yuki, who is taking notes on her phone, while Kabato looks for Yashiguchi's pocket watch. Afterwards, Kabato and Kingo reassemble at the school to share any findings. After checking the time, Kabato wants to let Kingo know that he needs to take a break so he and Yuki may see Alice. Next, another acquaintance of Kingo's named Takada gives him a call. He advises that they all reassemble at the same spot because he believes Takada has crucial information to offer. Much to Takada's dismay, after they have regrouped, Kingo advises that they report Yashiguchi's stolen pochette incident to the police. Kingo then advises that they end their meeting for today. Kabato and Yuki are able to reunite at the school as a result. Kabato asks Yuki to assist him with this Yashiguchi pochette issue before they head to Alice. After the two go to a place, Kabato tells him about a hunch he has regarding Yashiguchi's stolen pocketbook. He claims Takada took it and cites a number of evidence points to Takada's guilt. Because Yuki claims to have witnessed Kabato acting suspiciously at school, Kabato wants Yuki to testify in favor of his case. When Yuki and Kabato go somewhere, they discover the pochette there. When Kabato looks into the pochette, he finds a letter within. Takada then notices the two with the pochette. Takada is warned not to approach by Yuki, who takes hold of the pochette. If not, Yuki intends to give Yashiguchi this letter and the pochette. Takada acknowledges his mistake and issues an apology. Yuki gives her pochette and the note to Takada Yashiguchi. Yuki reveals why he did what he did to Takada and Kabato after realizing that Takada's letter to Yashiguchi was a love letter. In order to get to Alice on time, Yuki and Kabato leave the scene. As Kabato and Yuki make their way to Alice, they speculate about Takada's potential next steps. Following that, Kabato notices that they might not arrive at Alice in time after checking the time. Nevertheless, the two go on, using a quicker route that can land them in hot water with the law. Our two spoke about Takada's dating declaration while traveling. They both say they have no plans to date one other or any specific person. In addition, Kabato and Yuki desire ordinary lives. When they get to Alice, Yuki and Kabato place an order for strawberry tarts. Kabato and Yuki then go to another store to make purchases. The former listens in on a discussion amongst a few male classmates. Then Sakagami, one of the students, takes his bike. The strawberry tarts that Yuki and Kabato were chasing fall to the ground during this brief chase scene. When Kabato comes back, he looks at the damaged strawberry tarts. Yuki is shown in shock as the episode ends, staring at the strawberry tarts. The review of the episode. Many people hope that Kyoto Animation Studios' anime Hyuga will eventually receive a second season. Given that it was written by the same person who wrote Shoshimin, How to Become Ordinary, it might be preferable for them to watch it for the time being. This was a really fascinating first chapter. It included a hint of drama, a mystery that our two needed to solve, and some information about their objectives. Regretfully, important information regarding Yuki and Kabato's relationship is absent from the episode. We get tiny details about their past experiences, nothing very seductive. In the future, maybe, we'll get to know our characters better and learn more delicious details about their first meeting, how they bonded so well, and other things. In addition, the mystery itself was conveniently solved while being grounded. Some people might not agree with Kabato's solution to the riddle of this chapter, even though it recreates instances in which people just so happen to find significant objects in the most obvious places. It is also a buzzkill because we were not shown what transpired between Takada and Yashiguchi. All things considered, Shoshimin, How to Become Ordinary got off to an intriguing start.